Hi, this is Ron Matthew. Today on Hunting Simulator 2 we're taking our very first look at this brand new game. Ron's got early access. We're going to be wandering around this new reserve, seeing what's going off, what we can hunt. There's numerous animals we can hunt on this reserve. Ron's got a couple of guns I've unlocked. We're going to see what we can find. Now, I've done the tutorial at the start. I was going to film that, show that, but I thought, no, you don't want to see a tutorial. You want to see Ron straight in the action. You want to see a bit of excitement and see what this game's all about. Now, I got early access privileges to showing this. The NDA has been lifted today, so there'll be lots of footage around on YouTube and probably streamed from today. And like I say, I thought, you know what, let's jump in, let's have a go at that. A lot of people have been asking if I was taking part in this early access build to do with the Hunting Simulator 2, and I said, you know what, let's give this a try because it looks interesting and I do like hunting games, as you know. So Ron's an utter noob at the minute. I don't know what I'm really doing. I'm just learning and talking about it as I'm playing. But what I can tell you is, you hunt, you kill animals, you sell the animals, you get money, and then you buy new items, and that's how you maintain your gameplay in this game. And there's numerous animals across numerous reserves. They're all different, and also there's different weather. Now, I wanted to show you this weather in the wind and the rain, and then I'm going to show you afterwards what it's like on a nice sunny day. And it's totally different atmosphere when you're hunting in different weather. I thought I'd show you in both. I could have just hunted in a nice sunny day. There's also different views, camera views. You've got third person over the shoulder, you've got a closer third person over the shoulder like this, and then you've got like the first person. I prefer first person myself. There's numerous towers to look at all around the map. You have to discover them. There's also tents that you have to discover on the maps. Once you find the tents on the maps, then you can fast travel between them. So it's quite useful, and it's a reason to discover them. You've also got the map. You bring the map up by pressing M, and then you can mark on the map. I'll just bring that up in a minute. Let's have a look now, shall we? Here we go. You just go mouse up, mouse down, left or right to check out the map. It's quite big actually. Also, you've got add markers. So say you discover an animal that you want to shoot, or you know where there might be some, you can just mark that simply by left clicking, and then animal icons will pop up like this, and you just select whichever icon you want to put down. There you go, just like that. And you just press M again to come back out. That's a cabin where you start and where you sell your animals for money. Now at the minute I've got a 243 and I've got 3006, I think it is. So we can kill small to medium kind of stuff, and you need licenses. You need to buy licenses before you can kill the animals. You need to kill males as well. If you try and shoot females, you'll probably get a fine. Also, if you shoot things with the wrong caliber, you'll get a fine as well. So you've got to actually do and play it correctly, or you will get fined. And obviously you start out at the beginning with very little money, so if you shoot the wrong thing straight away, you're going to be in a lot of trouble and screwed. What I did at the start when I first came into the game, I brought the wrong things and I learnt the hard way. So that's why I'm telling you now. What you do is, ideally you just want to go 243, get a scope on it and go and kill some red foxes or something easier which you can shoot with that caliber. And it does tell you what you can shoot with, like small guns. Each gun actually for each species, what caliber works. But it does warn you, so you don't make that mistake. You might still do it, and I have done it. It's like, I'm going to shoot it anyway, but if you do that, you're going to pay for it because you will get fined. So Ron's going to try and find something nice. I've got the binoculars up. I will say with this, some of the ways how you bring up items I'd ideally change, but this is an early build. This isn't like the release build. This is an early access build that content creators have got their hands on, so things will probably change. But at the minute, the binoculars, you use like a wheel to bring it up, and it's quite hard to do it. I'd have that on hot swap keys myself. Right, let's have a look over here, see if we can find any foxes. So ideally I'm going to try and hunt foxes, coyotes. You can get cougars as well on this map. What else can we get? Bighorn sheep, they're quite nice. You get wild boar. There's quite a lot of animals on this reserve. This is like a flat plains reserve. It's quite easy to see stuff, but it's also quite awkward because there's a lot of smaller animals which you might not see in the grass, especially with this with this weather. I was just going to say we've got a red fox in front of me. So right, here we go, 243. We've only got a small scope on this one. Just hold my breath. As you can see, it's actually quite hard to see in this weather, even in the short grass, a red fox. And it's not even that far away, it's only about 100 meters away, but it's a male, as you can see on my right. It will notify you if it's a female or a male. You can shoot males, you're not supposed to shoot females, and that will get you a fine. So I've got a track on my right. Like I say, you can turn those off if you don't want those notifications on, those signs. I think he's actually bedded down, might be lying down, which I wouldn't be doing in this rain, but let's have a look with the binos. I find that quite awkward to move around the wheel myself. I just like it on a key swap, 1, 2, 3, 4 maybe, and that would be a lot easier I think than moving the mouse around in a circle. I want to get this fox just to show you how it works. There is another fox over there, and that's what happens when you find a female, or if you go to shoot something with a wrong caliber, you get a warning pop up. I will show you all the equipment, items, guns, all the things when we have a closer look when we go back to the lodge. But I just wanted to get out and give you a bit of action, you know what I mean, so you understand what this game's about. But there is a lot of items in the game, different variety of guns, shotguns, bows. I do like that you can see all the items in 3D as well. You can turn them around, look at every little bit of them before you buy them. So that's a really nice touch, and we'll look at that closer at a later date. But today we're just doing more hunting. So we shot our first red fox. Shoot it again. It can be quite hard, especially in this kind of weather, and the scopes you get for a start, because they're quite close range, and even at about 150, 200 meters it can be quite hard to see clearly on the animals, and there isn't a sort of zoom. So ideally you want a zoom function in the game. You just rely on the magnification of the scopes. Maybe they'll add better scopes, bigger scopes. I think it goes up to ×6 at the minute. There's the blood, and you analyse this. You can also get dogs to hunt with as well if you do the tutorial. There's our first red fox. Now you bag the animal once you got it, and then you get this trophy screen pop up, and this will tell you about the red fox or the animal, but the claim details will be blank until you take that back and claim it, and then you get your money, or you can actually make a trophy out of it if you want to. It's up to you, but I'm selling my items, my animals first off, just to get money, because I want to get some guns, items, get myself kitted out, then we go after the trophy animals. Once you get into the cabin like this, you go back, you go into here, and then a menu will pop up. You claim the animal, and when you claim the animal, this pops up, and there you go. You can see all the details now. The animal you killed, claim details, the weight, size, time taken, the score, the credits you get, and the footprint. So you can either keep it or you can sell it and get money. I'm going to sell it, and then basically what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the lodge, and I'm going to show you what it's like on a sunny day now, and you'll actually be able to hear me a bit better, and you'll also see the differences between the weather and the environment of a rainy, blowy day to a nice sunny day. And this is the lodge where you come back to, and I must say it looks really nice. There's a lot of things in here, and I could probably talk about what's in here for a few hours, but we're just doing a bit of hunting today, like I say, and then we'll talk more about the lodge in another episode. So these are the maps you can go on. Numerous maps, numerous different species, lots to hunt. Right, Pawnee Meadows, that's the one we was just on. But if you look now, the weather is normal, so it's going to be nice and sunny. It was rainy and blowy before, and look now, look at the difference. blue clouds, mountains in the background, totally different. Some people are like hunting in the rain and the wind, some won't. They want to hunt like this. It's up to you. Hunt how you want. So let's go over some of the things that's in this game from what I've found up to yet. We have got hunting dogs. Now there's different kinds of hunting dogs. You get a hunting dog when you start if you do the tutorial, and you can keep that, or you can go to the shop and you can buy different kinds. I haven't got a hunting dog at the minute. I have used one in the tutorial and I must say they work quite well. And they're a lot of fun. So some people want to hunt on their own, some people will want to use the dogs to hunt. It might help you out if you've got the tracking signs off, the notifications. It might be easier. It can be quite hard to actually track animals. You've really got to keep looking at the floor where there's blood maybe if you don't do a really accurate shot, and it can take quite a long time for the animal to die. Also, the animals run away. They don't just run in a straight line, they like zigzag about, they run various different ways. So if you shoot something or it's spooked, it will just go away. It's not just like a straight line, so that's good that they've added that variation. The weapons, there's numerous different weapons, items in the shop. I like that it's in 3D, you can rotate things around, look at them in great detail. This is really good when you're looking at rifles, shotguns, bows, and there is a lot of different items. There's a trophy room, there's a shooting range, there's one of those, so there's quite a lot of things already in the game. I think just some things just need tweaking, that's all. There's definitely a decent game here, it just needs a few things tweaked to be optimum and make it, like I say, a really good hunting game. Now Ron's just spotted a bobcat, so we're going to use a 243, hopefully nail it. Here we go, look, bobcat male. Like I say, if you want to turn off the icons, you can do so. I'm just doing it because I'm just trying to get some money basically, and just show you where they are easier on the screen while I'm doing the video. I think once I've leveled up and that, I turn everything off, all the notifications, and hunt sort of naturally. Near a lake here, you can get numerous bird species you can hunt as well, but here we go, let's bag that. So there's our first bobcat, it's a male. 85 meters, and as I said, you won't see the claim details until we take that to the cabin. There is different ducks, teals, I think there is. The binos, like I say, they need to sort sensitivity out for them. For me, like I say, this is my opinion, and also make the hot swapping a little bit smoother. That would definitely help out, because birds are really quick in this from what I've seen. But on these ponds you get a lot of ducks and things like that, and they have little blinds, wooden blinds, that you discover around the map, and you can sit in them and, like I say, shoot them. There is turkey as well, so that's, I've seen turkey already on this map. And like I say, there's numerous different maps and different species on each map, and so there's plenty to shoot and go at. But there you go, I can't even catch how what that is, but I think it was a teal, I'm not sure. But I'm just giving you a kind of idea of what I'm talking about, you know what I mean. I think with little tweaks, it's definitely, like I say, a really good game here. But they're the kind of blinds you can sit in once you discover them. That's what it is. You go around the map, you discover tents, stands to go in, blinds to go in, all around the maps, all the different maps. And then, like I say, once you open those up, it'll probably be a lot easier to hunt. Like I say, I'm a brand new beginner. What we got over here? Oh, I think we've got a bighorn sheep. Not shot one of those yet. Now, as you can see, like I say, when you zoomed in with the binos, you can see quite far, but because I've only got beginner scopes, I can't really see that far with my actual scope. So you have to get up quite close. Because the scopes and the binos are fixed, it can be quite hard to tell the difference between the distances. So a zoom function on both the scopes and the binos will be a massive addition to the game. I actually see that as kind of it should be 100% in the game. So if you're listening to the developers, make sure there's a zoom function please, because that is really needed, along with a hot swapping of items. Right, I've just seen another fox. We've already killed a red fox. I'm trying to get something different. Hello, what's that? I think that's a coyote. Not shot one of those yet. So we're on the beginner animals. There is bigger animals, like I say, bears, moose, elk, whitetail, mule deer, wild boar. Like I say, you just have to do your thing from the start to level up, get some money, and then you can buy the big licenses and the big guns. That's all it is. And like I said, we're just starting out. I must say I'm enjoying it now. At first I was pulling my hair out because I didn't know what I was doing, and sometimes it can be awkward when you first start new games or new anything. You don't know what you're doing, and it's just a case of learning it. Now I've learned a bit more about the game and what I'm doing, having a bit more fun now. Right, what is this? Let's have a look at it. So there's the blood. When you have a dog, you have to get it to level up and learn, and you reward it by patting it on the head and congratulating it, and that makes it more effective. So that's quite a good system. It works really well as well. So like I say, I will do a video about the dogs at a later date, but today we're just doing a little bit of random hunting on this map. So we've got a coyote, number one. See if we can get something else. What's that? A red fox. What's something different? Let's see if we can find a wild boar or a bighorn sheep. I know they're on here. Like I say, there is numerous species across numerous maps. There's a nice desert map I had a look on earlier, which was interesting. There we go, we've got a bighorn sheep male, and I think we've got a female with it. Like I say, you can't shoot females, only the males. Right, get a bit closer. So what do you think to this? Do you like the way it looks? Like I say, you can play it arcadey sort of style. You can run around and blast things, or you can play it sim, turn everything off and take your time wandering around. There's no right way to play it. You just play it how you want to play it. It is definitely different to the other hunting games I play and have played. So it's got a place in the market. They just need to make a few things a little slicker, like animations and things like hot swaps and the zoom and the binos. Those sort of things I see as necessary as being in the game default, and they should be really polished, because that's what you can be mainly doing as you're walking around doing things. So that's quite a big deal to me personally. What I'd like to see made a little bit slicker, and I think that will make the game a whole lot better. I'm not saying it's not good. I do enjoy playing it, but those kind of things will transform how the game plays. Right, red fox is really close, about 100 meters, but we're going after the bighorn sheep. Here we go, and we've got him. I don't know if they're going to add a zoom function, but I really hope they do, because it would be nice to zoom right in on the side of the animal. Like I say, it's a hunting game, so you expect to nail the perfect shot on an animal, and it's really important, isn't it? Because it could cost you a lot of time trying to find it, and obviously you want to hit it correctly, and it's a big thing to do with hunting. So you really need to be able to zoom in, and at the minute you can't really zoom in too close. Right, here it is, bighorn sheep, and it does look really nice, I must say. The horns are nice. I like the fur. So graphically it looks really good, and there's our first bighorn sheep. So I must say, I've enjoyed my first look at Hunting Simulator 2. It's been a different experience. I say it's definitely a great game in the making. It just needs a few little tweaks. What do you think about this game? Drop in the comments. I'd like to see what you think. Are you interested in it? What would you like to see in the game? Is there any species hunting aspects? Drop that in the comments. If there's anything you want to know, drop that in the comments. We're going to claim our animals now, and that means we get money by selling them. But as you can see, claim details, you get all that once you come to this cabin, and you can either keep it, put it in your trade for dodge, or you can sell it. I'm just going to sell everything because I want the money, so I can buy bigger guns, better guns, nicer gear, and then we can hunt some bigger stuff as well. So if you want to see some more videos on Hunting Simulator 2, drop it in the comments what you want me to hunt, where you want me to go, what reserve, and I'll give it a go. like I say, if it's popular enough, I'm definitely going to take some more hunting it. I think there's a lot to explore, and like I say, it's a game in early access that's not out yet, and only like the streamers and YouTubers are taking part in. So I'm Ron McTube. Please subscribe to my YouTube channels, and thanks for watching. Bye bye.